In a quiet training hall, a famous Chinese kung fu master named Jackie Chan watched a Filipino martial arts demo on his phone. He laughed softly and shook his head. He believed kung fu was deeper, older, and more powerful. Filipino martial arts looked simple to him. He thought it was just sticks and fast hands without true mastery. What he did not know was that this short video would soon pull him into a journey that would change his thinking forever and surprise millions watching until the end. Jackie Chan had trained since childhood. His body was strong and disciplined. His name alone commanded respect across Asia and beyond. When he shared his opinion with students, they agreed. They believed Chinese kung fu was the peak of combat wisdom. Filipino martial arts, often called Eskrima or Kali, felt unfamiliar and underestimated. Jackie decided to visit the Philippines to see it in person, confident he would confirm his belief and return home unchanged. When Jackie arrived in the Philippines, the heat was intense and the streets were alive. He expected loud shows and simple demonstrations. Instead, he was welcomed with calm respect. Local masters did not boast. They smiled and invited him to watch quietly. This calm confidence confused Jackie. Usually, fighters tried to impress him. Here, no one rushed. No one tried to prove anything. That silence planted the first small seed of curiosity in his mind. Jackie watched the first training session. Fighters moved with sticks, knives, and empty hands. Every motion was smooth and direct. There was no wasted movement. Attacks flowed like water. Jackie noticed something strange. The fighters trained as if danger was real. Their eyes were sharp. Their feet never stopped moving. This was not performance. This was survival. Jackie stopped smiling. His laughter from before slowly faded as his focus deepened. One Filipino master explained the art in simple words. He said their system was built from real battles, not stages or competitions. Every technique had a purpose. Every movement could save a life. Jackie listened closely. He realized kung fu forms were beautiful but often symbolic. Here, symbolism was stripped away. What remained was pure function. This idea unsettled him. For the first time, he wondered if he had judged too quickly. Jackie was invited to hold a stick and join training. He agreed, still confident. At first, he moved with kung fu rhythm. The Filipino master gently corrected him. Angles changed, distance shifted. Jackie felt off balance. Attacks came from unexpected directions. His reactions slowed. The master was not aggressive, but Jackie could not keep up. Sweat formed on his face. The room felt smaller. His confidence quietly cracked without anyone saying a word. They moved to knife defense training. Jackie felt uncomfortable. In kung fu schools, blades were often symbolic. Here, they were treated as real threats. The master showed how small mistakes could mean serious injury. Jackie tried again. His hand was lightly tapped. The master explained that tap represented a cut. Jackie imagined the result. His expression changed. This was no game. This was reality training. Respect replaced doubt in his eyes. During a break, Jackie asked questions. He wanted to know why the system looked so simple. The master smiled and said simplicity survives chaos. Complex moves fail under fear. Simple moves stay alive. Jackie nodded slowly. He remembered real fights from his past where forms disappeared and instinct took over. The words struck deep. He realized Filipino martial arts trained instinct first. This idea stayed with him and grew heavier with each passing minute. The next session focused on empty-hand combat. No flashy kicks, no long stances. Just speed, timing, and control. Jackie faced a smaller fighter. Within seconds, Jackie felt trapped. His arms were controlled. His balance was gone. The fighter stopped and stepped back respectfully. Jackie stood still. The room was silent. Everyone waited. Jackie bowed slightly. That moment shocked the students more than any fight. Something had clearly changed. Jackie asked to see sparring. To Filipino fighters moved fast but calm. There was no anger, only focus. Attacks ended quickly. Control came first. Jackie noticed how weapons and empty-hand skills connected. Everything flowed together. Kung fu often separated styles. Here, everything was one system. Jackie realized this art was not meant for shows. It was built for real danger. His earlier laughter now felt embarrassing to him. That night, Jackie could not sleep. He replayed the training in his mind. He remembered laughing before coming. Now he felt humbled. He understood that age and fame did not equal full knowledge. Martial arts were shaped by history and need. Filipino warriors faced invasions and survival. Their art reflected that reality. Jackie accepted that he had much to learn. This thought did not weaken him, it strengthened his respect. The next day, Jackie returned early. He asked to train seriously. The masters welcomed him without pride. Training became harder, bruises formed, muscles burned. Jackie smiled through the pain, he felt like a student again. That feeling excited him, learning had returned. Every mistake became a lesson. The Filipino masters taught patiently, they did not mock his errors. They guided him calmly, showing true mastery without ego. Jackie began to understand the weapon-first philosophy. They believed hands move like weapons and weapons move like hands. This changed how he saw combat. Kung Fu often started empty-hand. Filipino martial arts started with tools. Jackie realized this made fighters more aware of distance and danger. His reactions sharpened. His movements shortened. He felt faster, lighter, more efficient. This transformation surprised even himself. During a final sparring session, Jackie performed differently. He moved with less flair and more intent. The masters noticed. They nodded. Jackie was adapting. He was no longer trying to dominate. He was learning. That shift mattered. The sparring ended with mutual respect. No winner, no loser, only growth. Jackie felt proud, not of strength, but of understanding. This feeling stayed with him longer than any applause he had ever received. Jackie spoke to the group. He admitted his mistake openly. He said he laughed because he did not understand. Now he did. Filipino martial arts were not lesser. They were different and powerful. The room grew quiet. His honesty surprised everyone. Great masters rarely admit error publicly. This moment spread quickly online. Viewers felt the weight of his words. Respect crossed cultures in that simple statement. Jackie explained that real martial arts were about survival, not pride. He praised the Filipino system for its honesty and efficiency. He encouraged young fighters to study many arts with open minds. This message hit hard. Fans who once mocked Filipino martial arts began asking questions. Curiosity replaced judgment. The story grew. More people wanted to know what Jackie experienced that changed him so deeply. Before leaving, Jackie requested permission to share what he learned. The masters agreed. They said knowledge grows when shared with respect. Jackie bowed deeply. Cameras captured the moment. It was not staged. It was real. A legend honoring another tradition. This image became iconic. It represented unity, humility, and learning. Viewers felt inspired. Martial arts fans saw a rare example of true mastery beyond fighting. Back in China, Jackie spoke in interviews. He described Filipino martial arts with admiration. He corrected past misconceptions. He said laughter without understanding was ignorance. His words spread fast. Training schools noticed new interest. Filipino martial arts gained global attention. What started as mockery became respect. This shift showed the power of experience over opinion. Jackie's honesty rewrote a narrative many believed for years. Filipino masters responded with gratitude. They never claimed superiority. They welcomed dialogue. This balance impressed audiences. The story was no longer about who was stronger. It was about learning. Cultures connected through discipline. Fighters learned to listen. Fans learned to question assumptions. This unexpected outcome made the story powerful. It was not about defeat. It was about growth through humility. Young fighters in the Philippines felt proud. Their art was finally seen clearly. Not as entertainment, but as serious combat knowledge. Elders smiled quietly. They always knew its value. They never needed validation. Jackie's journey simply revealed the truth to the world. That truth had always been there, waiting for open eyes and open minds to notice its depth. Jackie continued training Filipino martial arts privately. He added it to his routine, not for fame, for understanding. He said learning never ends, even legends remain students. This message resonated deeply. Fans realized mastery is not arrogance, it is curiosity. The story continued to inspire beyond martial arts. It applied to life, culture, and respect across differences. People rewatched the original video where Jackie laughed. It felt different now. That laughter became the starting point of transformation. Without it, the journey would not exist. Mistakes can lead to growth if faced honestly. This lesson stayed with viewers. It reminded them that being wrong is not failure, refusing to learn is. Documentaries shared the full story. Images of training, respect, and learning filled screens. Each scene showed a step in Jackie's change. Viewers stayed watching, curious about what would happen next. The ending never felt predictable. That was the power of truth. Real change is always unexpected. That unpredictability kept millions engaged until the final frame. In the end, no one won a fight. Everyone gained understanding. Chinese Kung Fu and Filipino martial arts stood side by side, not above each other. Jackie's journey reminded the world that respect begins where ego ends. This simple truth carried more power than any strike or technique ever could. What happened next was not victory or defeat. It was unity through learning. A laugh turned into respect. Judgment turned into curiosity, and a master became a student again. That is why this story matters. It shows that true strength is not in mocking what we do not know, but in having the courage to learn from it.